Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Chevy's new Duramax powertrain for the half-ton series of trucks. Before we get in the video though, as always, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So let's first go over the facts and figures. So currently with the Silverado 1500, you can get a 3-liter Duramax diesel that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 277 horsepower and then 460 pound-feet of torque, and it's also extremely economical. Most people can average in the 20s with this powertrain, and there's reports of people getting over 30 miles per gallon with this powertrain. And so if you pair this powertrain with a 30-gallon fuel tank, you have like 900 miles of range. It's just absolutely crazy, obviously in the right configuration. If you have a Trail Boss and you've lifted it and put 35s on it, you're probably not going to get that 30 plus miles per gallon. But we have to talk about what Chevy is now doing with this powertrain. They're improving it for the 2023 model year. They're giving it more power and more torque, and apparently it's going to be just as economical. So power is jumping up to 305 horsepower, and then torque is jumping up to 495 pound-feet of torque. And so what that actually does for this powertrain is it gives it more torque than Chevy's big 6.2-liter V8, which is not going to be getting any sort of updates for the 2023 model year. Well, at least any updates that we know of. And so now, again, like I said, this is Chevy's torquiest powertrain. And this powertrain has been insanely popular. And let's kind of talk about that. And let's also talk about why I think that this is ultimately going to be the diesel half-ton to go for. So first off, the reason why Chevy's Duramax powertrain has been insanely popular is because unlike Ford's powertrain that they did for a little bit, that diesel powertrain they had in the F-150 for a little bit, and Ram's EcoDiesel, the Duramax is actually really reliable. There's not a whole lot of issues that come up with this powertrain, which is kind of ironic because a lot of people have had complaints about Chevy's new turbocharged 2.7-liter 4-cylinder, and then their 5.3 V8 and their 6.2 V8. And so even though there's been complaints about those powertrains, they've been able to nail it with this Duramax powertrain. And so reliability is super solid. And then fuel economy. We already talked about that earlier in this video, but fuel economy with this powertrain is absolutely astounding. There have been reports of people being able to get over 30 miles per gallon, which is crazy when you consider this powertrain is powering a pickup truck, not a little sedan, a full-blown pickup truck, which is absolutely crazy. And so what this is going to ultimately do within the half-ton truck industry is just move more people over to the Chevy brand and to the GMC brand, because all of these powertrain changes, by the way, will be introduced into the 2023 GMC Sierra as well. Don't think that they're not going to get the changes, that Chevy's just kind of holding this close. That they'll get the changes as well. And so this will be available with the entire Sierra lineup that obviously can currently get the diesel powertrain. Same thing with the Silverado lineup, which I guess one thing that we should talk about that's kind of sad is the GMC Sierra AT4X and the Chevy Silverado ZR2, you can't get a diesel with those, so those won't be able to have this improved powertrain, which is kind of sad because, I mean, a ZR2 with almost 500 pound-feet of torque would be an absolute blast. And frankly, just a ZR2 with a diesel would be an absolute blast. And I mean, honestly, I might consider buying one if Chevy decided to go that route. But the point that I'm trying to make here is this is pushing a lot of people to go to Chevy because there's a big portion of people that no longer need a heavy-duty truck because half-ton trucks are so capable from a towing capacity and payload capacity perspective with modern technology, but they don't want to give up a diesel powertrain, and they're not given that many options at this point. You've got EcoDiesel and you have Duramax. And although the EcoDiesel powertrain is very efficient and it has solid power numbers, 260 horsepower and then 480 pound-feet of torque, if I am correct. Sorry, let me know in the comment section below if I just messed up those power figures, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct on those. It is not exactly known for reliability like Chevy's powertrain. And so it kind of pushes people to purchase a product from GM just because they feel like they can trust the powertrain, even though there's a lot of people that would say that Ram, frankly, just makes a better pickup truck overall. And so with all of that being said, If you're about to go in and buy a 2022 Duramax, you might want to wait just a little bit because obviously they're going to be improving the engine for the 2023 model year. And on top of that, the 2023 Silverado will have all of the same changes that happened for the 2022 refresh. So the updated exterior and interior, and same thing with the GMC Sierra as well. And like I said earlier in the video, we don't have any updates in terms of whether or not this powertrain will be offered in the ZR2 and in the AT4X. We can cross our fingers and hope that that happens. But I want you guys to let me know what you think about this powertrain, and if you think that this is just going to be another nail in the coffin for Ram's EcoDiesel, and if you think that this is going to, I guess, continue to keep Ford from reintroducing the diesel powertrain they had for a little bit. Because you know what, I think competition at the end of the day is good, and maybe this will push Ram to make their own inline six turbo diesel, because I mean obviously they have the Cummins, which is an inline six, so you think that Ram would not do the V6 engine. Anyways, I'll see you guys.